Alright, we're back at the shop working on the 71 Mustang. Today we're going to work on getting the windshield out and this window. Basically what we're going to do is just take this trim off, trim that goes all the way around, take the windshield wipers out, and then cut along this edge all the way around the window and then down in here very carefully, and then just like carefully lift out. We're gonna try not to crack it. We have a tiny nick right here, so I don't know if I'll end up replacing this or not, but still a good piece of glass, and I want to keep it. I want to keep it for now. So yeah. Okay, so just in a little bit of time of just scraping out this edge with the razor blade, and you can see that moving right there. So it won't take too much more and we'll have this thing out of here. Alright, I got my windshield wipers off. Definitely gonna need to do that. And next step is, I got it freed up along this edge. The next step is to free it up along this bottom, which is a little bit more difficult. I don't have a whole lot of room to work with. In here, it's real tight against the glass. So the thing that I've found that works the best is get a long Sawzall blade, since it flexes. What you're gonna do, wear some gloves, and what you're gonna do is, so you don't cut your hand, you're just gonna jam it, and you'll see it come down all the way out through the bottom, right there. And you'll just go. It's kind of difficult. It's gonna be a slow process, but this is what you gotta do if you don't want to break your glass. But yeah, this works pretty well. I'm sure there is a better tool out there for this job, but for most DIYers that don't want to have to go buy more tools than they need just for one time job, Sawzall blade will work just fine. Just take a while. Also, another little tip, if you have a friend, I'm out here doing this by myself, but if you have an extra pair of hands, get someone to lightly pick up on this glass. You can see it's loose here, but if you're picking up here, it'll give down here at the bottom. I'm picking it up now. It'll be a little easier for that Sawzall blade to slip on through there and peel it all out. We're almost out. And that's all there is to it. Got this piece of glass all the way out. Just got to pick up. Might need to get some help before I try to lift this thing out of here. But it's totally detached. All you have to do, just run along this edge with the Sawzall blade that you can see down here, still stuck in there. Freeze this up and then just use a razor blade around the edges. I won't be installing this. I'm gonna let a professional do that. But these old cars, anybody can take the glass out without damaging glass if you're real careful. Alright, for this next part, be really careful when you do this. I'm gonna put on some gloves. I really need a second pair of hands, but I think I can get this out by myself. But you definitely don't want to cut your hands. This is really heavy. There we go. We just need to be real careful placing it somewhere. Alright, my GoPro died, so I'm just gonna have to do the next bit with my phone. Alright, this is the rear glass. What we're gonna do is take this trim piece off, just like we did the front glass. A little bit different. We got these screws to take out here first, and then we'll start cutting out the adhesive that's underneath this trim piece. Electric drivers make jobs so much faster. Alright, now there's this weather stripping right here that needs to be taken out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a razor blade down the edge and peel that all out. It's got to take a little bit. This stuff's tough. Alright, I got a little ahead of myself. I got this little piece of weather stripping out of here, but I need to go ahead and get this other piece of trim out first before I move on. I mean, basically all I'm doing is I'm running a razor blade down this edge, and then I'm using a pair of pliers to kind of pry this out. It's just caulked in here, like it seems like, but just kind of peels on out. Alright, now that the trim is off, we're going to do exactly like we did on the front windshield. We're just going to run a razor blade down this edge, clean out all this adhesive that's down in here, and pick this windshield up. Alright, I think I got it loose somewhat, so the best piece of advice I can give you on a project like this is you're gonna have a tendency to want to rush it. Like you're like, you see a corner come up and you're like, oh, I got it, and then you're just gonna pull up and pop and break, crack your glass. So just take your time, go slow, because I mean this is glass; it can easily break. So what I'm doing now is I got a long screwdriver, and I'm picking up here and then getting the other screwdriver in there, kind of like this to get better leverage. And then I'm just walking it down. So I'll move the screwdriver down to this edge, lift up, and then work my way down. Just going slow. I really cannot believe I got this glass out without breaking it. Be very careful. Ugh. Well, that's it for the front and back glass of this car. I just can't believe that I got that out of here without breaking a piece. It's usually not my luck. But we got them out, and now we can get some more work done. And just want to show you all this. This is the reality of doing something like this, taking out your windshield. So you get to see all this terrible stuff. This whole piece is a fallen road. Lots to repair. Lot to repair.